Hello Virgo, welcome to your career reading for March until the beginning of April. We'll be looking at your situation in terms of your career, if you're employed, if you have your own business, maybe you are starting to become someone, have an expertise in something in particular, or you have some kind of project that you're working on that is taking you further on your career path. This reading applies to all of you who follow one of those paths. Please make sure it was your rising sign as well. There might be more information there, and it may create a fuller picture of your situation. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, all of the information on how to reach me is in the description down below, so please check it out. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, information about the tarot decks that I'm using is in the description box as well, if that's what interests you. So please have a look there. And let's start with the recent past energy to see how things been going for you in terms of career. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so not as smooth as we would hope it to be, Virgo. So with the seven of Wands, it always feels like you need to push hard, like you need to push forward to get things done. Nothing is really coming your way. You need to fight for it. You need to stand your ground. It could have been quite a challenging time for you to just be successful or to move forward in terms of your career. The environment in general may not have been the most encouraging and supportive, and obviously there is a global pandemic and a lot of people are in more difficult work situation. So this could also talk about that, about just what happens around you influences how your career is going, and it feels like there's a lot of obstacles on the way, a lot of challenges. It's not simple, it's not straightforward. You really need to put a lot of effort to make something work for you, basically. So I feel like it's been a tough one. It's been a one where you feel like you really worked hard and not much came out of that. You put so much effort and you had to fight for it, but then you didn't really get much in return. So let's have a look at the current energy for you. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so what now? I feel like you are kind of wondering what's next, because this is not going well. This is not what you thought it would be. This is not giving you the success and satisfaction that you were hoping, probably money as well, and it seemed like it's not a way forward anymore. It's not really one that will bring you happiness and fulfillment and money. So I feel like you are now kind of stuck a little bit, trying to figure it out what you should be doing in terms of your career, which path you should take. I feel like with the Two of Swords, you want to see that logical progression and the potential paths, but it's very difficult to see clearly what you should be doing. That's why I feel like you're stuck a little bit. You don't really know what's next, where to look at, what to choose. You feel also this position especially, it kind of feels to me like this person is protecting their heart. So you don't want to make a decision that will be a bad one, that you'll be unhappy with, that will make your situation worse. It's very difficult to make a decision when you don't see what are the possible options. So this is, thankfully, this is usually like a short time energy of being stuck for a moment, because nothing is clear yet, but you already feel that need, that you should be contemplating. Sorry. Excuse me. You're contemplating what to do next, what your next steps should be. So you know that you cannot be stuck in that energy because it's not really good for you and it's not taking you anywhere where you want to be. So let's have a look at the future energy. Let's see what's gonna happen with that decision making that you have here. We have the King of Cups. Okay, that's lovely. That's lovely to see, because this is following the path of fulfillment and passion at work. Doing something that you're so interested in and you want to do it. You truly want to invest that time learning and researching, and you are passionate about it, you're interested in it, you want to know as much as possible. So I feel like there is an opening here. If you're thinking about like different options and what to do, definitely a message here is to follow the one that you feel you'll enjoy more, because it will help you to gain more expertise more quickly, because you are truly interested in a topic, so you are willing to put in more time and effort naturally. But also with the King of Cups, that makes you an expert, that makes you someone who is regarded as an authority, someone who is respected because of their expertise and knowledge and wisdom about a particular topic. And I feel like you cannot postpone it forever. You cannot postpone this change of direction. And I feel like as soon as you decide to do that and to go for whatever makes you truly happy, you'll feel so much better. Like those two, this is kind of fighting and survival, everyday fight to survive, and this is just going with the flow. As you can see, you have water here. This guy is reading something. He doesn't even pay any attention where he's going because he's so into what he's been reading, and it just flows naturally. There is not much thinking that needs to be done here. Whether with this one, it's so much more difficult. So let's have a look at the advice from the universe for you. We have the Queen of Wands. Yes, regain your confidence in yourself, and that will help you to make that decision as well, and follow your passion, follow what you've been passionate and interested in. With the Queen of Wands, it's all about, being creative, being there, being active, being alive, feeling alive, and feeling comfortable and confident with what you're into, what you want to do, and believing that you're good enough, that you can do it, that it will be successful. All of that, you need to encompass that energy in order to move forward successfully here. So let's have a look at the external factors. So this is people, events that influence you, but you don't really have any control over that. So we have Two of Pentacles. Okay, so in your current situation, whether it's your boss, a company, I feel like there could be an issue in terms of money and finance. Maybe that's why you don't see so much change and movement forward, because there is a difficult money situation around you. Struggles with money, lack of money in a budget, needing to kind of juggle things around and maybe get rid of some things in order to be able to afford different things. So yeah, it is a bit of a strain and a difficult situation, and therefore also there may be more work because of that, because the company or whatever that is, someone decides to reduce the amount of resource that they have in order to save money. But what comes with this is much more work that needs to be done, and that work needs to be done by people who are doing it already. So that may also mean you, and that's why it may be more difficult for you at the moment, because you are doing more but you don't see that you don't see the outcomes of it. So let's have a look at the hopes and fears for you. We have the Three of Swords. Okay, this is very interesting. It's in this position. And this card is here. And that's 2 and 3. So we have progression here. But you see, you are afraid to make a decision that you will regret, basically. That's the message here. You don't want to choose something that will be bad for you, that you'll regret doing that. This is also being stuck a little bit between the emotions and the mind and logic. So maybe logically you know that you should be moving forward, but you kind of feel attached to this place, or you're afraid a little bit. So that's why you're kind of between the two decisions, and you don't know what to do. Should I go? Should I stay? How I feel about it. This is all about that you being scared, but then we have that advice of confidence and believing in yourself and believing that you can achieve whatever you want to and you decide to do. So this should influence that fear that you feel here, and you should kind of swap it with that confidence to do it. So let's have a look at the possible outcomes of this situation for you. We have the 10 of Cups. Wonderful. You see, I feel like as soon as you take that decision to follow your passion and to do something that you're truly interested in and to take that risk, you will be so happy with your choice. You will be truly happy. You will feel like the work that you're doing is making you happy. You enjoy your everyday work. You go to work and you're excited about what you should be doing. It's enough money for you, so much satisfaction, buckets and buckets of fulfillment and satisfaction here for you. And I feel like this more difficult situation will pass quite soon. This is just, I feel like these are like the last steps of this like pushing forward and hitting the wall and so many obstacles. I feel like things will become much more smooth and better and easygoing in terms of your career very soon in the future. So let's have a look at your oracle card for March until beginning of April. What's the advice here for you? Advice for Virgos in terms of career for March and April. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, we have breathe, stop and take a breath. Okay, so this specifically, also, this specifically I think connects to this energy that you're in right now. If you are struggling to see a path forward and the decision, what decision you should make, which option you should choose in your situation, give yourself a moment to sit in that space and don't feel the pressure that you need to make that decision right now. Don't think about actually making a decision. Just sit in that energy for some time and allow yourself to feel and to feel and experience both options, and kind of remove that pressure of the need to choose and the thought that, you know, that choice may make or break your career, or it's going to be a super important one. There's definitely a need here to kind of approach it a little bit more calmly and to just let yourself kind of meditate on this and think about it and just sit down and just let your thoughts flow and your feelings about different things that you want to do. And I feel like it will help you to leave that state, because the more pressure we put on ourselves, the more difficult, the more we squeeze, and the more difficult it is to untangle this problem and find a solution. Okay, so I think this is it, Virgos. If this resonates with you, if you want to share your thoughts or your experiences, please leave a comment in the comment section. I read all of your comments and I'm super grateful for all of you guys sharing with me. If you would like a personal reading with me, please check out the description box down below. There is information there on how to reach me. And it would mean so much to me if you could subscribe to my channel. It helps me reach more people who may be interested in listening to my messages, and I'm so grateful for all of you being here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!